Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. Today I have for you a Genex deck using Arrivalrivals. Now I want to give a quick shout out to James. I don't remember his last name, but he suggested this on a couple of videos ago, and I tried it out and it's actually pretty fun. I'm not sure what kind of build he has, but this is what I went with, and it worked pretty well. I'm using the tie that binds because I had space on Jesse, and that's just where I build the deck. Another good skill would probably be restart, just to help with you know, the bricky hands. But basically we're using 3 Genex army. Genex army is really cool because you're able to destroy a card on summon, so you can attack, you know, with one of your Genex monsters, hopefully trigger the back row, and then go into your Arrivalrivals, summon Genex army, and destroy a card. The important thing to know though is that Genex army's effect is can miss timing if you chain the Arrivalrivals to something. So you gotta make sure that when you use Arrivalrivals it is a chain link 1, that way you don't miss timing on the effect. We have 2 R Genex Accelerator. This card is here because of the 1900 defense more than the actual effect, but it's got a good effect. When a Genex monster is added to from your deck to your hand, you can reveal that monster and special summon it. So if you draw it during your draw phase, you can special summon the Genex monster, which is a pretty cool effect, but I mainly added this for the defensive purposes. We have 3 Genex Turbine. Turbine is going to give a 400 attack boost to all face-up Genex monsters you control, including itself. So it's an 1800 on summon. It's pretty good. It makes your army 2700, and then it makes your ultimatum 2200. Plus you put tie that binds on top of that, so the deck can, you know, can put some pretty strong attack on board. The 2 Genex ultimatum is just it's just here because it's an 1800 beater. That's pretty much the only reason why it's here. You do get to recycle 2 Genex monsters from your graveyard into the deck if the card is destroyed. That includes battle, of course, but that effect doesn't really come up too much. I wanted to go with 2 Gravity Blaster. I like the effect of negating monster effects during the battle phase. So if you're attacking into a face down Komashrumo, you don't have to worry about it. You know, Man-Eater Bug, stuff like that. But it doesn't affect effects that activate in the grave, so that's important to know. 2 enemy controller, basic back row, econ cheese plays, always nice. You can even econ cheese and then Arrivalrivals into your Genex army, attributing their monster, but you more than likely won't get the effect unless they're running Genex. 2 Pulse Mines, which is such a clutch card, man. Obviously everyone knows how good this card is because of those other monsters. They're escaping me right now. What are they called? The Geargias. Yeah, everyone knows how good Pulse Mines is. All your monsters are machine. This card single-handedly won at least 2 duels, and I'm pretty sure I have the replays for those, so you guys will see that. And then 2 Wall of Disruption, just some more generic back row, but that's about it. Let's go ahead and get into these replays real quick. I haven't started farming the Merrick event. We might do that for a little bit during the stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. There will be a stream tomorrow night at the usual time, around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We also got an update for the duel rooms, so now we're probably gonna have duel room streams more frequently. Maybe one of the 2 out of the week will be duel room, since now we can get 30 people in there. But we're gonna begin Cyber Angels. They're going first, which is always better. You don't want to go first against Cyber Angels, or you might just flat out get OTK'd. We're gonna see Sprite's Blessing, the basic Ida-10 Ben-10 combo. Searches for another Ben-10, to my surprise, and then activates Machine Angel Ritual. Now this player was actually pretty smart. He goes for Machine Angel Ritual, tributes the Ben-10 and the Ida-10, but because he's afraid of the econ cheese, or because he's hacking and he can see my hand, he does not activate Edatin's effect. So the king is going to stay at 2700, and that actually hurts me a little bit, because otherwise I would have just summoned Ultimum, attacked into this thing, gone for the double econ cheese, and then attack for game. But because of the way he played it, I have to, you know, play differently. I have the 2 enemy controllers still, and I have a pulse mines. However, I was messing with the toggle because I had bad reception, so I just turned my toggle off, and I was like, right before the battle phase, you know, I'll turn it on and activate pulse mines. Well, I was too late, so my Genex Ultimum dies, and that could have cost me the game, because, you know, had I kept it on the field, I could have gone for the double econ cheese, and that would have been a better play. So I have to go for the tie-dye binds here, and pretty much I'm in the same scenario. I just went back a turn. I activated the pulse mines correctly this time during the battle phase. He's gonna add a Benton, and I'm not sure if this person just bricked or why they didn't commit any more to the board, but after I get a second monster on board, it's an easy econ cheese for game. Tie the binds, 29 to the face, 20 to the face, 2000 to the face. So yeah, very peculiar way that my Valentine player was going about. Now we got a Kaiba going second. And we see the Hazy Flame Cerberus. Now, because I saw there's 2 very important things that as a Hazy player I know. If you're running back row, you're running Gyoku in Hazys. That's just a fact. So because I know that information, I have to play with my toggle on and activate pulse mines right during the draw phase. After that, he can beat me this turn, which is why pulse mines is so good against Hazys. I go for the Gravity Blaster, boost my monster's attack to 2200. And this is what I was talking about. Even though he negated the effect during the battle phase, he still gets the graveyard effect, so he's gonna get to add Periton to the hand, and that's fine. So immediately draw phase, activate pulse mines. Now he can use his what I was assuming was a Gyoku. He still goes for the you know, the Periton into a Hazy Flame Sphinx and another Periton. But I'm able to summon a second monster. Tie that binds gives me plenty of attack to destroy both of them. And I did this purely so that I could know what this card was. I attributed my Ultimum to summon Genex army, activate the effect, destroy the card, and guess what, my boys? It was the Gyoku. So I looked like a genius, or I looked like a hacker to that man, because I activated the pulse mines in draw phase. But yeah, pretty clutch win. Single-handedly won that duel because of pulse mines. We got a Tea next. I love going second with this deck. Just having that extra card always helps. And we see Holy Guard, so we know we're going up against Gladiator Beast. And this is pretty cool because I'm able to pick up my Genex army. Or at least I thought this was Gladiator Beast, but it turns out it's Amazonis. And this is what I was talking about, why Arrivalrivals with Genex army is just borderline busted. I'm going to attack. He flips over the Amazonis Onslaught, and that's fine. I could wait until the battle phase, so I didn't have to attack into this and get my monster banished. I just wanted to see if he was gonna trigger his other card. We see the enemy controller, which is just what we wanted. So now we can go for Arrivalrivals, summon Genex army, and that's what I was talking about. If I would have chained the Arrivalrivals to enemy controller, this would have been a chain link to the last thing to resolve would have been the enemy controller. Therefore, my Genex army would have missed timing. So I waited until that got resolved. I'm able to activate my effect, destroy the trap, destroy the Amazoness Tiger. Gonna see 2 back row. And once Tea sees that I have enough damage on board, they just scoop it up. Nice and easy. We got a Yami Yugi next. Am I going second again? Alright. So we're gonna see a monster set. I have Pulse Mines, I have Wall of Disruption. And I didn't know, since he didn't activate a skill, I wasn't sure if this was Restart Sylvans. I don't know if Yugi has Restart. But I decided to go for the Arrivalrivals right away and just destroy the face down. Turns out is a this thing, Fishborg Planter. So he's gonna go for Destiny Draw. Luckily for me, the Fishborg misses, and he's gonna use his legendary Ocean BS Crystal Core. Very unfortunate because I can't destroy that unless, you know, I attack it like 3 times. So he's gonna attempt to destroy my Genex. I'm forced to use my Pulse Mines, and I pick up a great card in Gravity Blaster, because that's gonna negate BES Crystal Core's effect. So he's gonna lose his counters and he won't be able to protect itself. And I get a 2700 attack. There we see all the counters go away, but this man has another one. And I was pretty salty about that, not gonna lie. However, the same thing applies whether you attack or they attack. So although he's gonna destroy my monster, he's not gonna have enough counters to stay alive. So his Crystal Core dies as well. And all I needed to do was top deck a monster. So of course I don't top deck a monster. Instead he gets Legendary Fisherman number 2. So I'm forced to use my Wall of Disruption just so I can get him in a range where I can destroy it. I pick up my Genex Turbine, activate my Gravity Blaster, go for the Tie That Binds and destroy the Mako. He's gonna get his Citadel well, but luckily for me he can't summon it, so he's forced to just set a monster. I top deck a monster and that's the game. Tie the Binds. Get out of here, get out of here. And for the last duel, we got a Dr. Valiant Crowler. And I believe this was also a Hazy Flame deck. Very powerful deck, but luckily for me, I played enough so that, you know, I can counter it, or I can attempt to counter it. We're going first. We have Pulse Mines and we have Arrivalrivals. Pulse Mines, super clutch. Sets a monster. I'm gonna go for the and this again, I didn't know what this man was running. I didn't know it was Hazy Flames immediately. So because of the possibility of it being Sylvans, I go ahead and activate the Arrivalrivals immediately to summon my Genex army and destroy the monster. That also gives me lethal on board. We're gonna see Fire Fist Raven, and we see the Gyoku. He's got this Fear Kuribo also to protect himself, but all I have to do is activate my Pulse Mines in the draw phase, and now he can't destroy my monsters, and I'll be able to finish him off next turn. Let's see, Raven into Coyote, and I'm not sure what this man was doing here. I don't know why he didn't just special summon the Coyote. I don't know if it was a misplay or if, you know, he's just new to the deck. But at this point, there's really not a whole lot he can do. Even if he swarms the board, I'm going to be able to get rid of the Hazy Flame Sphinx if he were to summon any, which are the main threat. No reason to set Wall of D because he's got the Gyoku, but he surrenders anyway because his life points are well within my lethal range. And yeah, that's it for the deck. Very cool interaction between you know, Genex army and Arrivalrivals. I really like the idea, so I immediately built this deck, and it worked pretty well. It was fun to use. and hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't, the link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And till next time.